Do you want to give an introduction to people on Geek? Thank you for coming, by the way.
Hi. Oh my goodness. I am Alex, although my handle is Alex Boe Balex. Yes, I live in New York. I'm a content creator. I'm an actor, customer service agent, dog walker, jack of all trades.
That's the most New York intro I think I've heard. I'm all of these things wrapped into one delightful package.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And then, did you want to talk a little bit about yourself as a content creator?
Sure. I fell into this on accident during COVID, as many of us did, actually, because I was on Knit Talk. I was crocheting and knitting. And then that devolved into, instead of knitting as a craft, let's do cosplay as a craft. And then that devolved into, oh, wait, I also have sensory processing disorder. We can make videos about that. And now it's all of the above. Now it's cosplay and mental health and sometimes knitting and sometimes lifestyle.
You started crocheting again?
Yeah, I did. I made a water bottle holder and
I'm
it's
so
magical.
I keep trying. I have crochet hooks because I found them. God, they're probably older than I am. We found them in the garage downstairs. I was like, oh, maybe I can, start crocheting. I don't understand it. I've watched so many videos because I
I
knit. So
see, I've lost all will to knit. Now that I crochet, if I try to go back to knitting, I'm like, I'm sorry, this is a different language now. I don't know what any of this is.
I'm sure if I sat down and like really dedicated time to it, but my brain's just like, you're doing things very quickly, and I don't. But,
Exactly.
that's learning anything. If I'm not immediately good at it, that's the cosplayer way.
Oh, yes. Me with languages. That's why I can't learn a second language to save
Oh,
my life.
no. Did you try a like language in school?
Oh, yeah. I took Spanish for 2 whole years, and I can tell you right now, I remember nothing.
I did 5 years of Japanese.
Oh, damn.
And then the 6th year would have been a repeat of the 5th year, and you just sat there just relearning the last year, so I didn't do that one.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And then I was a TA for our Spanish teacher because he went to Japan with us. I learned Russian when I was younger too because we had a Russian exchange student, so I learned it from a book just so I could like be her friend because she had no friends. So
Oh my God, I want to learn
I don't
Elvish.
remember any of that. Elvish is fun.
I want to learn it. So there's a book that you can buy on Amazon. Eventually I'll buy it. It's like $30 and it's J.R.R. It's his like Tolkien's actual blog of everything.
Mhm.
It will be useful for nothing, but I want to be able to speak Elvish.
It'll be useful in that one occasion where you'll be like, it's my time. My time has come. I can speak Elvish.
It's like 17 again. It's like 17 again when they go to dinner and they speak, and like that's gonna be me.
I did actually want to ask about, falling into cosplay. Was that for C2E2 when you went? When did you
So
fall into cosplay?
I actually did it before COVID. My first like real cosplay build, essentially, I still bought most of it, was Dolores from Westworld, and I loved it. But
I feel
then
like you've shown me and I cannot remember what that
yeah,
character is.
and
But
that was my first, and that was also my first like New York Comic Con because I went to C2E2
Mm.
before, and I just wore one of those Hot Topic TARDIS dresses, because we all had those like, oh, it was so good.
the like swimsuit print
Yes,
arm. Mm.
exactly.
I
And
know
then
I had one. I can't remember what the pattern on it was.
then I was like, you know what? Why don't you just do this more? And then during COVID, I discovered EVA foam and I made Grogu. I made
I love
Grogu's
your Grogu.
ears. Oh, it's my favorite. And then it just took off from there because I was like, oh, this fulfills both the actor side of me and the creative side of me.
Right. I don't know if you were there when we went to ECCC. Somebody had talked to us and was like, "Oh, I love your costumes," and he was like, "Oh no, cosplay." And I was like, "Yeah, no, you're right because it's costume play, which means it fits into your like actor part. That's the play part."
Exactly. It's the best.
It's so fun. It's just I feel like a lot of people don't actually know it's an acronym.
I
I
didn't
didn't know
I
this.
I didn't know it was an acronym. I'm so
Yeah,
wait a
because it's
second.
costume play. So
I should have known that. I realistically should have known that, and I did not.
because it's in Japanese it's really long, so they've made it
Mhm.
short, and now it's just cosplay.
I've
So.
noticed overseas they call it costumes. Because like when
Mhm.
I was talking to one of the German companies, like they always refer to cosplay as costumes, and I was like,
I mean, it is.
interesting.
It's what it is. It's just
Exactly.
it's definitely if I'm correct, it's from the Japanese community doing it and just shortening it because they were tired of calling it costume play because it's an American word that is brought into.
Long.
It's long when you try to say it in Japanese. That was my fun little like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, don't feel bad. I don't know who's making you feel bad. You
Yeah.
got one of the words in there. Like, I'm sure like when I was like 12 and starting out, I would have been like, actually, how dare you? It's cosplay.
Someone can
But
say I like your outfit, and I'm like, thank you. It is that.
yes,
It is that.
it is an outfit that I worked really hard on. Thank you. I know we've had the conversation. Do you want to talk about Seattle versus
Oh,
this side? Because it's such a fun
always.
topic.
Always. Oh my gosh. So I've
I just like
only It's amazing. It's such a different world because of New York Comic Con, for those who don't venture to it, is massive, like insanely crowded.
Not
The
San Diego, but
yeah,
like
but it's
still
and I
really
will
big.
it's also very it's not artist based, it's activation based, I've noticed. And what floored me for ECCC was it was so artist based. Like it was all about the artist, which is my favorite part of Comic-Con anyway. Like Artist Alley
Right.
is just the best part. And everybody was so nice. I am like, okay, not that people aren't nice at New York Comic-Con, but there is a different level of respect at ECCC. Like if I bumped into someone or someone bumped into me, immediate apologies. Are you okay? I'm so sorry. In New York, that's just ignored. You bump into each other, it's like, okay, maybe someone really mean will yell at you, but
That was your fault, actually, is what
ex-
I've gotten. Like,
exactly. And everybody there was just so nice. And also something small, ECCC only had alcohol in specific locations, which I thought was so interesting because it's so much more of a family con. And at New
right,
York, you can just drink hard liquor on the floor, not physically on the floor unless you want to do that, but like on the actual con floor.
right. I don't know if I want to be on the floor in New York.
Either. It's probably disgusting.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and prom?
oh,
Prom?
mom.
Obsessed with prom.
For people who don't know, it's like so Sonic Boom parties and all of those like after parties are big on the New York Comic Con, like New York side. I've noticed it's been, and I think like there's a couple Cali cons. I have not been to a California con. The prom at ECCC was at the same time as the Sonic Boom party. I believe it was Sonic Boom. I've started
was,
using
yeah.
that as like a synonym. So like it was a after party that was a lot more calm, which is really nice considering. I don't know if you want to talk about it with sensory
Oh,
issue
it
things
was
and all that.
yes. So
I don't want to.
no, you were fine. I have sensory processing disorders, so I get overstimulated easily, and I can't handle the Sonic Boom parties, even though they look so fun, because the flashing lights and the music and everything is just so hard for my brain to process. But prom at ECCC was still loud and fun and crazy, but it was only 2 hours. So you had it. My brain had a time limit, and that time limit was strong. And also, the music they played the Bluey theme. They had a
Think
trap
about that.
Bluey theme. And all of us they had the Mario theme, Ghostbusters, like it was incredible. It was a prom for every nerd who didn't get to enjoy their high school prom. And like now they're doing it at, I don't know if they've done it before, but they're doing it at C2E2 this year. I
I
saw.
saw that. Yeah,
I
I'm
was,
glad it went well. So
yeah, I was like, bring it other places. Give us the
I,
nerd prom.
it's Reed Pop, so maybe this year they'll do it.
Exactly. Or they have their after parties that are always based on specific television shows or movies. Like last year,
Mhm.
it was the scary show that I can't remember with Courtney Cox. And
Was it Pet Sematary?
no, it was. I couldn't handle the show. I did not like it, but I can't remember.
I remember them
Something
doing.
Valley. Yeah.
I'm the goth who doesn't like scary things.
Yep.
I don't know anything.
Yes, you are, and that's my favorite. One of my favorite things about you is I am the sunshine child who will watch every horror movie imaginable.
Somewhere there's a whole character trope like that. Technically, Horimiya, it's an anime. It's so cute because like the girl like loves horror movies and her boyfriend is like goth. I just cannot.
Yes, that is
It's so
us.
good.
That is us.
Did you want to talk about your acting at all? Because I know you don't get to.
Oh,
I got.
do
It is what you do.
my cosplay content and my mental health content. That's what I mostly focus on because acting on TikTok it gets very saturated, and so I don't always post about it because there's millions of us,
Right.
which is fine. But yes, I got my degree in musical theater. I ended up moving to New York City with $1,000 right after college and no game plan.
That's
I'm
the true actor, like
yeah,
sitcom New York. I'm moving to New York and I'm gonna make it happen somehow. And I love that for
literally.
you.
And 6 years later, I'm still here, still doing my best. But yeah, I really want to do so. The goal was always Broadway, and it still is. But now the bigger goal is television in an action something. I don't care if it's Marvel, DC, whatever, because I'm a second degree black belt. I'm trained in stage combat. Like just put me in a TV show, coach. But yes,
Um,
I am an actor.
you are. Do you have? Because you're. Well, one, I want to plug that she just did her 54 Below debut, and that's really cool in the theater world. If you don't know, that's like the thing. That was so amazing, and I got to go, and it was very nice.
It was so cool. Stella surprised me. It was the best.
And I did want to ask because you are musical theater. Do you have a favorite musical or a top three or
Oh, so that is the hardest question in the
something?
whole world.
Inspired by. I know it's like I can't do favorites. I'm so bad at it.
I'll say the musical I've seen the most is the Book of Mormon
It's pretty
because
good.
I won the lottery 5 times.
Like the college one, like the
Yeah, exactly.
student rush.
This rush, I got it 5 times front row. But actually, currently, my favorite musical that I can't stop thinking about is The Notebook, which is on Broadway right now.
Oh yeah, I remember you crying after.
And they just released a single today, and I've just been listening to it on repeat and repeat. I have never cried so hard in a musical in my life, but
Ooh.
I love Disney musicals. I want to do an Enchanted musical, and I want to be Giselle. Like, that's all I want is to
That'd
do a
be so
live
good.
act. Right? It'd be so fun. Oh,
Oh. I also like. I know it's hit or miss in this day and age for musicals, but I love a good musical based on a movie that already exists.
this
I
new
just
season is a lot of that, and I think it's great. Some of these are amazing.
right. I was always, I'm Beetlejuice was all like I think I saw that once live, but I've seen it many times via slime tutorial.
Yes. Oh my god. I saw the musical 4 times. I love
It's so good.
Beetlejuice.
It's so good.
Like,
What was another one that I'm like my musical taste is like the rock punk, like Spring Awakening. I
ooh,
love
mhm.
like I don't know if I would ever actually do musical theater in my adult life, but Ilsa is like that character that I want to do so bad. I love
Mhm.
her so much.
Oh my god. He has a new musical coming. It's called
Oh,
Illinois. Illinois.
Illinois.
It's
Illinois?
spelled Illinois with an E at the end. I don't know, but I'm interested by it.
Oh, like Illinois. I
Yeah.
see.
Mhm.
You actually say Illinois if you're from Illinois. Illinois.
Exactly. So who knows? But I was like, Justin Peck, what are you doing here?
That sounds really good though. I don't know actually. I saw God, I don't even know what's on Broadway right now. I'm so out of the loop.
There is
The Notebook.
The Notebook, Stuffs, Water for Elephants, Hell's
Yeah.
Kitchen. There's so
Did that
much
ever
right now.
actually open? Because I remember they had so many technical difficulties.
Yes, it did. They're the Flash is killing it on Broadway.
Good, as he should, because he was our Glee boy before he was the Flash. He
Smooth
was our
Criminal, baby.
or when salt-filled ices at people.
Oh my god, bad. That Michael Jackson episode is just pure gold,
It's
start to
so
finish.
it is okay, not to just like jump into Glee lore. The funniest way to write a character out of a show because the actor has to do something else is Blaine getting that slushy thrown at him, so he had to be in the hospital.
Literally, they blinded him in one eye because he's going to Broadway. So they're like, "This will be fine."
This will be fine. Just go for a little bit. It's fine. Back when, episodes or shows were long enough that you had to take breaks because you had so many episodes.
Oh my
Not
god, I miss it. Dude, how are we gonna get till Fallout 2 now that they released that it's coming? Is it gonna be
oh god.
4? Like,
like, gosh. They said that Good Omens for the next season is filming in January. So we'll get it in like 2026. But like it's
come
filming
on.
in January.
I really miss shows that had like 20 episodes.
I do too. And they just were like, I mean, I'm sure it was hard, but like constantly filming. Tom Hiddleston's doing The Night Manager and they're doing season 1 and 2 back to back. And I was like, is that just because it's short now and you can just bust out 12 episodes?
God, I hope
Because
so.
that was like an old season? Because I'm pretty sure I haven't watched the first one. I am a fake Tom Hiddleston fan, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 12 episode run for the first season. So
I mean, well, like, okay, so Fallout was 8. I guess that maybe it's like an Amazon Prime thing too, though, because wasn't
maybe.
Good Omens 8 or was they 7?
I want to say there's 6 because it's 666.
Oh, okay. So even less. God.
Yeah. I want to say it's 6 because that is the funniest thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, The Boys. I think they always have like 7 or 8 episodes, and it
Right.
takes 2 years between each season.
Right. I miss having character development.
Oh my god, I forget I had to rewatch the first season, which maybe they do that on purpose, but it's annoying. I had to rewatch the first season before starting the second because I've forgotten everything.
I miss a filler episode.
Those were the best.
Like, I just want to know what these random people are doing for
A single day.
a
Just
single
like
day. Yeah.
give me some joy.
Not to, segue that back into Glee, though. I actually did look into the like years that I forgot because I like the last 3 seasons, my brain's like, that didn't happen. And then I have to look and I'm like, that definitely happened.
Oh my god, Stella, I did a rewatch. I've never done a Flow Glee rewatch. I didn't make it through the last season.
Okay, I was going to say,
I'm gonna
you
be
never.
It was so bad. It was so
So bad.
deeply bad. I got to the part where Rachel was auditioning for the show in LA and like she was upset because Funny Girl wasn't letting her have time. I
I said, I don't remember like the last 3 seasons.
I don't understand how any of it got cleared. I think they all were on drugs at that point, just having a ball, confused as what was going on.
I think they just let Ryan Murphy go ham.
Ham? Yeah, and that man did. That man straight up.
I had to look up the Jigsaw Sue puppet episode because I forgot that existed.
The puppet episode where there's a gas leak in the school. That episode too, where they all turned into puppets. What?
Yeah.
What?
Normal choir show thing.
And every time Will Schuester was like, I just want to sing with the kids. I was like, sir,
you a teacher.
You this is
at least a little sketchy, if not.
Every single person on that show cheated on each other. There was not one single faithful relationship. And I checked. I was like, there has to be one couple.
No. Like dating.
There's a list.
Math,
I literally I'm like Charlieing it with like red string. I'm like, there's gotta be one. There isn't. There is none.
Oh, it's so funny. Maybe it'll fit into the solution for all the X-Men is to just date each other.
The entire Geek Club should become a whole just polyamorous mess, and they'd make it.
It would just it would still be a mess, and it would still be what they already are doing, but it would at least.
And yet, I watched it almost all. I couldn't.
You said you can't watch the last season, right? Like
it's just so bad. I literally can't get through it. I was like, oh god, Rachel is insufferable, completely and totally insufferable.
Somebody was doing a YouTube video about it, and they were like, "Is she actually like? Does she get better, or is she just always like this?" And I was like, "No, she's just like that."
I don't know. Like, if I met her in person, I would have wanted to drop kick her. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Jeff Goldblum is one of your fathers, and this is what you've done.
Hey, but can we talk about this? The freaking guest stars, Jeff Goldblum, Mr. Incredible is her lover in Funny Girl. Can't remember his name. Carlisle from Twilight is the director of Funny Girl on Broadway. I'm sorry,
I don't remember that.
Gwyneth Paltrow. She came back multiple times.
I think she remembers more about that than being in Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, yes, Jeff Goldblum is her father. I'm sorry. What?
Wild.
Okay. Sarah Jessica Parker? Sarah Jessica Parker sings Let's Have a Kiki. I'm so sorry. What?
Full body secondhand embarrassment I remember from most of the New York For anybody who doesn't know, I was fully in Glee fandom when I was in high school.
Oh, me too, dude. I had a Glee ornament on my tree.
I was dedicated Tumblr. I was deep in it. That was everybody else was super Who-locking. I went from Doctor Who to Glee.
Oh, I was super Who-lock with a sprinkle of Glee.
Oh, nah, it's just ugh. I was very into Sherlock though, so that was I never finished Sherlock though.
Oh, I think Sherlock was my first ship. My first ever real ship was Sherlock and Watson. I was desperately in love with them being in love.
John Locke in this house. Did I tell you I was talking ships with my friend and I was floored by the change of ship names because I didn't know people called Stucky Winter Shield.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no. Apparently the kids are calling it Winter Shield now.
It is Stucky. I was like, oh, so Peter Parker in okay, what was it called? Peter Parker in Michelangelo the Ninja Turtle have a they have. I didn't know the kids are writing fan fiction about this. For those of you who don't know, I discovered fan fiction this year, and here's what happened. I knew about fan fiction. I read it in high school. I read it on Tumblr, and I read it not really seriously. I used to read supernatural fan fiction. And then I forgot it existed. I never got it. And then I discovered it this year and it's been a nightmare. Also, I will never find it, but it's like Shell Shock or something. There is a ship name for Peter Parker and Michelangelo the Turtle.
We don't fanfic shame within healthy reasons if they're not hurting anybody.
I read it. It's quite good. And I literally was like, I was like, this is so dumb. And then I read it and I was like, I kind of root for the turtle. Gotta root for it.
Go, mister.
There's a Percy Jackson in Peter Parker fanfiction, which works so well.
They're like the same sort of awkward of every
Exactly.
14-ish-year-old protagonist. Because
it's a whole new world for me. I've discovered so many new things. I keep texting Stella questions like, what is this?
I love when you were getting into Avengers and you're like, so why did they get shipped together? And I'm like, so in Avengers 2013, remember
Me with
that
Loki?
one, like when you were asking about Frost Iron, which is
Yeah.
Tony Stark and Loki, because most Loki ships are Frost and then whatever, which is why Winter Shield makes sense because you probably see. But like, because Frost Master was in Thor Ragnarok, which was him and the Grandmaster. But Frost Iron came about from literally that one time Loki tried to like choke him. That's it. And everybody's like, cool, that one.
Fandom writers are a breed of creativity that is just incredible to me because they can take a 30-second scene and make an 80-page fanfiction about it. And it is amazing.
Yes. I admire rare pair people. Rare pairs being, if you don't know, when people who either have very little dialogue or no dialogue get paired together.
I thought this was a rare pair, but apparently it's all over, is Thor and Bruce Banner.
I call it Thruce. Apparently people call it Green Thunder.
Oh, that is incredible.
But back in, because I was a big Thor Ragnarok girly, so back in the day when that movie came out, it was Thruce.
Oh my god. You know what pairing I don't love and I can't, it's Natasha and Iron Man. It's Black Widow Iron Man. For some reason, I can't get on the boat.
Yeah, from the one party scene that they have.
Yes. I can't jump on that boat. I can't figure it out. I'm like, I see them as siblings for some reason.
Right. I mean, they're the like main. It's like the Captain America and Natasha, which is like,
yeah.
I'm
know
not
what?
A Cap girl though. So
the real pairing of Natasha and Bruce Banner will anger me for the rest of my life. That was the weirdest, ma'am.
Oh,
ma'am?
yeah, with Bruce Banner.
It's like, I'm so sorry. Who?
I love that they've made fun of it.
They're like, our
so
bad.
Good.
Sorry.
Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh, Avengers. Oh, Marvel. I wonder if they're going to do, because I believe Yelena and Bucky is a thing.
Is it? I thought
Which
she
is
was
weird
asexual.
She's at least asexual, if not arrow ace.
Also, though,
I'm just interested.
Sebastian Stan and Florence Pugh would be the most beautiful power couple I've ever seen in my entire life. So, like, okay.
Yeah. Have you seen her on the set of Thunderbolts? She looks so good. And also, thank you for not having boring makeup.
Oh my god, I love her. I was just watching that video she posted outside her trailer the other day. I was like, you look so badass.
It's so good. Like, I get so tired of non-space Avengers makeup because it's always the same. Thank you for your purple lipstick and your blue eyeliner. And
right? Oh, she's so cool. Strange Iron Man. Can't remember their name. I love
Iron Strange. It's
Iron Strange.
Easy.
Oh yeah. I don't know any of the shippy names, but man, I love those two. They're weird and it's like they're dating themselves. And for some reason it works for both of them.
They're just a bickering married old couple, which is a very good tip trope. That is.
Another one I discovered. Pepper Potts and May.
Oh, cute.
I was like, oh, I kind of like this. This is cute.
But also sad.
Yeah. No,
like
the one I read
made
me cry. I was like, ooh, just kidding.
Ooh, I love pain. Ugh.
Oh, dude, sometimes these tags, I read them. I'm like, oh, so I can't read this fan fiction. I can't deal with this.
That's what trigger warnings are for. Did you want to talk Fallout for a little bit?
I'm on my second rewatch. I'm on episode 5. I love it so deeply. Also, my YouTube now is just Vault information. All I've been doing is watching Vault videos.
Do you have, I'm not going to say favorite, but like fun experiment that you've been fun.
The puppet one. I can't remember, Vault 11? I can't remember what vault number it is, but the one where they locked one man in a vault with a box of puppets. And then one of the puppets killed the lead puppet. And so then he was like, oh my God, we have to run away because, of course, this is all just him. We have to run away before you get prosecuted. So they left the vault, him and his one puppet. That one, the Gary, where they're just making clones.
Oh my God. Ooh, yeah, the Garys are pretty funny.
And the one under the middle school, that one fucked me
That
up.
one
Vault,
hurts.
like 11 or something. I can't know that.
I hate
Was
that you said
75.
11
I
for
said
every
11 twice.
single one.
Which one is Vault 11? I think 75 might be the school kids, but
Is 75 the forest one?
is that the one with the spores? Because that one's creepy too.
Yeah, the like Last of Us.
Exactly. Vault 11. Oh no, Vault 11 was the one where they were told they had to sacrifice one person every year.
Oh, and then the year they just didn't, they were like, "Thank you for valuing human life."
Oh my god! I
Oh, it's
also
so
did
messed
not. I didn't see it that it was like. I knew that it was going to be only rich people in the vaults. I knew this, or like, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't guess that it was corporations buying the vaults to essentially create human experiments.
Yeah. If you
I
don't know,
was
Alex
shook.
didn't play the games, so Fallout the show was the
Oh,
first like
yes,
introduction.
I knew nothing. I knew only that it was a post-apocalyptic world where radiation had hit and there were places called vaults where people lived in happiness, but that's a lie. And then
Corporations are lying to you and selling you fake happiness?
what?
Crazy.
Which one's Vault 11, Alexandra? No, that one was the one that's that one. But oh, 75 was the one that's the middle school one where if once you hit 18, if you're not an exquisite specimen, you're killed.
Yeah. Yeah. Awful.
Also, the people who created these games, are you okay? Is your brain okay? How
Oh,
did you come
absolutely
up
not.
with this?
I don't want to know.
And Ghoul, that
Cool.
man,
Cooper Howard, if you are free on Thursday, I'm free on Thursday.
that. Did you see? I sent you a TikTok of the girl who said, "If we kiss, does my nose go in your nose hole?"
Oh, just like the thought of it makes me all like, I'm sorry. He is a very hot ghoul. Rain
Also,
did not.
ew. Also, oh god, the swapping of fingers
Oh,
was like,
it's-
I'm so sorry.
yeah, going on here. Did you see that somebody had made a tweet that was like, he's been wearing that cowboy outfit for 200 years. It must be so gross. But then somebody else is like, did you not think he's wearing the same outfit his daughter last saw him in? So his daughter will know who he is, even though he's ghoulified.
No. Also, not to be mean, but wouldn't she be dead?
I don't know what like the thought is
What
because like
life
he was the last one with her. Like, did he just like yeet her out of vault with her mom and then
that's-
like
I was like, did he throw her in that vault that everybody was rushing to, and then he got
right?
locked out?
Yeah,
I also
I
is dog
wouldn't
meat a ghoul? Can dogs be
dog
ghouls?
don't remember, but dog meat should just be dog meat because dog meat's a companion you can have in the game. So it
Oh,
actually is like that was like a big like everybody's like, oh, it's XO whatever, like 404, and everybody's like, okay, and he said dog meat, and everybody was like, that's our boy, that's our dog.
oh, okay, that makes
So
me so. When I thought he died, I was going to
it's
riot.
rough having him as a companion because he'll run and fight stuff for you, and then you're just like, can you come back, please? Please
Mm-mm.
be okay.
It was just so brilliant, and I did not expect it to be as funny as it was. The cousin
So
stuff in the first episode, I was cackling.
can you imagine having two video game adaptions do well? Because Ella Purnell being Jinx and also being the lead in she's Jinx from Arcane.
Oh no, it's crazy.
It's
She
like insane.
also she's in Yellow Jackets as young
Yes.
Jackie.
She's like
That's
blonde in that, so I did not realize that was
I didn't
her.
either. And then there was a scene where she was talking to, I think it was the knight. I was like, "You sound like Jackie. You sound like, oh, it's young Jackie."
Oh, I always forget she's actually British because her American act. Yeah, so like
I know,
her.
it's so crazy. She's so
It's
good. I didn't realize that the person who made this is Christopher Nolan's brother. So Christopher Nolan made a movie about the atomic bomb, and this movie is about the fallout of an atomic bomb. And I'm just like,
Walter Goggins did an interview where he was like, one of the brothers made a movie about the bomb, and the other brother dropped it. Someone needs to hug these brothers.
it's like
Essentially,
when I figured that out, when I saw who was directing it and I put the pieces together, I was like, this mother. I hope she's okay because these boys,
someone help
making
your
a-
children.
they're making some hard shit here.
Whoa. Did you see that you can call the number from the beginning of?
Yes, I did. And I called it because that's who I am. And it was terrifying.
Or I can just call because it's funny. I have them saved in my contacts.
Yes. What is it saved as?
Just Fallout. Just Fallout.
Obsessed.
Beep, 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 beep. Let's see.
I made so my Apple Watch, I don't have it on me, but I made it so that it for an hour I can set the face to be a Pip-Boy. So I can, and it shows my like steps and everything. Also
cute.
rewatching, I did not realize the first episode, Snap's voice is part of the first episode as like the house butler or something. And I was,
So that's actually like a robot that was a butler. In Fallout 4, his name is Codsworth. But he was the family butler. My knowledge is mostly based on 4 because that was the game I really liked. But he was your family butler and then survived after my brain. Wow. The fallout.
I was shook. And then I didn't catch it the first time, but they were like, the president has disappeared. We don't know where he went. I was like, this was planned. You knew.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Also, the rule of the land or whatever. He was like, thou shalt get sidetracked.
I bullshit every time. God, it's just, you will have a side quest and you will continue to have side quests.
And I feel like all of Thaddeus's stuff was all side quest based. And then sweet boy, when he was shooting at them and he didn't hit once, and then he goes, "Oh, it's so bad without a scope or something." I was like, "Oh, so we're just calling back to the game right now."
Oh, it's so good. I love when things don't take itself so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But thou shalt get distracted by bullshit every single time is my favorite line, I think, in Fallout.
I loved it. And I really hope for the next season we see more vaults. I know we're going to New Vegas.
Yes.
Which is going to be awesome.
It'll be good.
But give me more vaults because they're so messed up. There was a vault that was 100 men and 1 woman, and I just know that vault did not make it.
They did that. They think they're cut from the game, so they're not actually in the game, but the 2 that are like that were an idea that they had for a vault, I believe.
I also am really sad we never got more with her brother at the end. I know that he went into the pod or whatever, I'm assuming, but they never showed us. I was like, excuse me. Oh, and her mom being the ghoul? That wrecked me.
That and the lesbians. Oh
my God, when she was like, "We did it, Rose," I was like, no, don't make me like you. Oh, I'm already ready for season 2, and I know it's going to take so long.
It's going to take so long. Have you seen the ghoul makeup without like the special effects, and he just has his nose sticking out?
Yes, it's terrifying. I can't. The nose freaks me. I mean, the ghouls in general are brilliant. Terrifying. The deterioration.
Have you seen the ghoul in 4?
No, yeah. Why?
Like a little. I think he just looks like a little puppy because he just like at you the whole time.
And his hat, and I was like,
he's so cute.
What? You are directive.
Right. Hopefully we'll get there's another character that's also like the Tumblr sexy men of Fallout 4. It's Hancock and it's Nick Valentine, who's the android detective.
Yes. I saw pictures I know nothing of him, but I saw someone made a thirst edit of him on TikTok. And I
probably shared that thirst edit on TikTok, to be honest. I had to apologize to my friends to be like, hello, you are going to see this ghoul.
I mean, I thought it was great. We love a tortured dad. We love a tortured dad.
He's literally my type of just sad dad trying to do his best.
I'm so interested to see what happens with his daughter. I'm so interested.
I hope I don't know. I want his wife to be alive for him, but I also
I think that I have no compassion for his wife. How dare she? But his daughter, I hope that we at least see a grandkid or something.
Right.
If she's not alive, because I don't know how. Maybe she got exposed to radiation and has a longer life or something.
The ghoulification, maybe. It reminds me, there was a artist on TikTok that did a post-apocalyptic zombie view and had the kid become a zombie. The mom was just taking care of the zombied kid.
Oh.
So.
Zombie AUs crush me. I can't.
Not saying I mean, they did it with her mom, so I don't know if they would do the fully ghouled loved one again, but
they would.
It would hurt.
Amazon Prime likes to hurt us. They like to destroy us.
I don't even know what could just her being dead would hurt. He spent 200 years
looking for her.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. And the fact that they wouldn't have dogs in the vaults, bitch, that's what made me hate her the most. I was like, no.
They did a bringing Roosevelt. Interview.
Oh, I saw pieces of it when they had the little when they were like, "There's no dogs in the vault," and he goes, "I am in charge. There are dogs in the vault."
I love that he immediately was like, "Yeah, I know there's no dogs in the vault. Also, we're just changing that."
Oh,
let me see what's on my list to talk about. I did mention some Tony Stark stuff because I know you love Tony.
I love that man. Iron Dad is my entire bookmarks of freaking fan fiction at this point because it's just I refuse to believe he's dead. I know that Robert Downey Jr. said he'd come back to the MCU. I don't want him to because his death was wonderful, but
it'll probably be Ironheart if he does. for the
Yeah. I want him to take care of Peter Parker because Peter Parker's got nobody to take care of him.
I love Pain. I love
Wait.
that Peter Parker and Loki have the same ending right now.
Can we also talk about the fact that if Pepper Potts had just stepped up in No Way Home, there would be no reason for the world to forget Peter Parker.
It's
That
true.
woman would have helped him because she loved Tony Stark so much. But what? Where is she? Where is she?
Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't remember she was there. Therefore, she does not exist right now.
She's like, wait, who's Peter Parker?
Pepper Potts only exists in the time span that Gwyneth Paltrow can remember she's a part of the MCU.
Exactly. But man, I read a fan fiction that wrote it where Pepper helped save the day. It was beautiful. Guess who didn't die? May.
Love a fictive fic.
Right? Guess who's still in love? Happy and May.
They said he was going to be in something recently, and I was like, why is he there for like Happy? And I can't remember what it was.
Would it be Ironheart? Would it be anything like that?
I can't
What
remember.
else?
Because it wasn't Daredevil, but it was like one of the upcoming projects, and I was like, why? He's not involved in this. And I can't remember what it was. Maybe it
Weird.
was Deadpool, which he could be involved in, but
Oh god, I would love it if Happy Hogan ended up in Deadpool. He was like,
he's just going to be
why
in the
am I here?
background of the TVA. Just
He would be such a good TVA employee. He would be employee of the month. He follows rules like nobody's business.
That's true. But the thing is, that's all of our good TVA agents don't. So
Yeah, I guess
and
you're
we saw
right.
how that turned out for them. But
He would be the enforcer. Him and Miss Minutes would be besties. She gets me.
that's concerning. Is it the new one that's not supposed to kill you? Hopefully. God. I mean, you know, I'm excited for Deadpool, but I'm excited for Deadpool.
I'm so I have no. I literally. I want the friendship bracelets, regardless of if there is any invite to an event. I want to make a Deadpool dress because, of course, a Deadpool Wolverine dress.
Cute.
And I want to. Well, I'm not going to because it's too expensive. But I wanted to buy. Ryan Reynolds has gin, and he has a special Deadpool gin, and I was like,
That's really neat.
and it's got like his logo, and there's 5 different logos for the different timelines.
Oh,
There's like,
cute.
yeah,
Like the fox and all of that stuff.
exactly. So you can
hope-
get a variant.
I hope he brings in the like sewn mouth bad Deadpool. I think it would be funny.
I am so interested to see what famous people show up because it's like if the John Krasinski new movie, looking at the lineup of all of his besties who are in that movie, I'm like, how many of you are going to show up in Deadpool? How many of you are going to just take a jump to Deadpool?
Right. Did I send you the like because Loki did a bunch of panels? For one, why are they doing panels 7 months after the show?
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
is it the strike?
They're doing Emmy nominations, I think, for the most part.
Okay.
But why are we still promoting the show with the entire cast?
Ooh.
Like, tell me why. But Owen actually joined, and he never does. But every time they asked them a question if Loki was returning or if anything from the TVA was returning, he'd be like, "You guys never learn." Or like, you know, get ready to see some tap dancing around this question. And I was like, man knows something.
Man, I feel like he knows all. He's the god of stories now. He knows all.
Everybody just, I don't know. I just want more of my TVA people back. I miss them.
I also wouldn't be surprised if we got our first look at the Fantastic Four in Deadpool.
It's just in like the little, I mean, they have the Fantastic car in one of the scenes.
Oh, they did? I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Like, I think it's the behind the scenes. I don't know if it made it in the trailer, but it's in the void.
Oh.
Little car with the 4 on it.
Use it. Yeah, like give us something. Taylor Swift,
How do you-
she'll probably show up.
If they do Dazzler, even if she's just with the X-Men, which I
Yep.
have a video on Geek for that.
Wow.
No, how do you feel about Pedro Pascal as
Okay. Here's the deal. Here's how I feel. I love that man deeply. He is a cinnamon roll of a human being. I actually have no idea how I feel about him because it's not how I picture
Reed?
Mr. Incredible. Like, it's not how I picture Reed. Everyone else, 100%, I would picture them as that. I would have put him more. I don't know. I did not picture him as a Reed. So I'm going in optimistic, but I don't know. I think he can do it. He can pretty much do anything, but
Right. Gotta give people the opportunity to stretch their acting legs, so
exactly, and that's the
that's
thing.
what I think it is.
Yeah, we've never really seen him as, like we've seen him as the tortured dad, we've seen him as the army man, we've seen him in some but it's a completely new genre
Right.
of it,
A
so
little bit evil, still kind of a tortured dad. I'm
I
firmly in the house of I don't like Reed Richards, so
really well, he's not the greatest.
I mean, yeah, like, I like him as a character, I don't like Reed Richards, which you're not
Mhm,
supposed to if you
yeah.
understand Reed Richards.
That man. I saw a very cute, not to bring it back to fan fiction, but there was a very cute fan fiction of Johnny Storm and Peter Parker, and Reed Richards was a dick to Peter Parker, and I was angry.
Likely thing
But
for him to do.
exactly. But I'm really interested to see if we get Doctor Doom.
I am so excited. I hope he's Romani. That's all I want. But
Oh, I was thinking Cillian Murphy because I
yeah,
just think he would be so. But that would be really cool too.
I would love to see Doom because one, if we're doing, it sounds like they're not doing origin story, which means they're just gonna like gloss
Yeah,
through everything and have them be a team. Fine, but that means will we get Doom?
yeah, that's very true. Because if they're not, I mean, we don't need another origin story. That's at least in my opinion. Now that we've
Right.
had
One guy
three,
sets on fire, one's a rock.
one's a rock. The first movie, well, not the first, because the first one was like in the 60s, right? 70s.
That's
The
the
original.
yeah, and then it's the one with Chris Evans in them, right? I think
That
it'd be
one,
funny if they had Chris Evans still play.
I think it would be hilarious if he just showed up as a variant and they were like Captain America, and he's like, "What?
What?
No." I love that first movie. I watched that so many times because it's got damsel in distress in it, and your girl loves a damsel in
It's
distress.
it's pretty good. I would hate it in real life. I like it as a story.
Oh my
I
god,
just watched Damsel, speaking of damsels in
me
distress.
too.
That dragon has ADHD.
When she was like, screaming, and she was like, "Girl,
Girl,
you have a death wish. Shut up." It's like,
I love
stop talking.
I love a good final girl story. That dragon has severe ADHD and wants all of the tea.
I
That dragon would be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go kill you. Wait, what's over there? What are they talking about?"
That
Okay.
dragon would give Smog a run for his money. I think that he would end up killing her because he couldn't handle the literal no attention to any detail.
Oh, it's so funny. Like it was like stressful to the point where like I was like, okay, this is like stressful watching her try to get away. But anytime the dragon was on like the screen, I was like, just toss something really far and it
Yeah.
will follow like a dog instead of trying to see where it came from. Like
It was just odd. The ending was too pretty, I will say. I hated how pretty the
it was
ending
pretty.
was. I was like, no, we need more. But the entire time I was just like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Stop talking, stop talking, stop talking.
Right, right. Gosh. Do you want to wrap up or we can keep
Sure. I got nothing. I'm good.
Thank you for being around and on the show. Like, where can we find you on the internet?
I am everywhere. I am on Instagram and TikTok. It's Alex Boe Balex.
Underscores in your name. I emoed your name.
You know what? That's okay. And then I do have, if I'm on YouTube, which I'm trying to do better at, because I guess that's what the new kids do. Okay. I am turning 29. It's too many social media platforms. But YouTube is Alex-Boe-Balex. But
Okay, that's
yeah.
why I underscored your name. I made you. I
Oh,
just need an X and an X at the end.
here.
In
Oh, and then
very emo.
oh, God, if we could only play music when you come to my TikTok now, just like when we are on what's MySpace.
Have to get your top 8.
Oh, you got to do some coding.
2 of them are your parents. God, I literally HTML'd something the other day and it's still in my brain.
It will
I
never
don't know
leave.
how.
We were all expert hackers,
It's true. We were all experts.
and now we're on the internet just doing the weirdest things ever. And you know what? It's amazing.
I mean, at least for like emo kids, this is the same thing we've been doing for years. So,
Exactly. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not
like,
wrong.
alrighty. Well,
Thank
thank you for being here.